2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm XRP Future Millionaire and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I got a lot of questions why I didn't talk leverage trading in the first video. Not doing it no more. This is my YouTube channel. I strayed away the last couple days to help everybody out, but no more. If you want to see that, this is my show. If you don't like it, too damn bad. If you want to do the other stuff, go watch me on Twitch or join my Tom's Army for $9.99 a month and join my Telegram. But for this YouTube channel, we must keep it simple. This is for everybody else. I don't base what I'm doing around leverage trading. So on Uphold right now, I've got $3,700 for my long hold bag. I'm probably going to get it to about $5,000 now that I thought about it. I was going to keep it around $3,500, but I'm going to need at least $5,000. And I'll tell you why. Because XRP, XLM, DGB, imperative, XDC, must have. And now it's on Uphold. It's been. You know, I need Algo, IOTA, Theta. I need VeChain and ZIL. Also, ADA, Cardano, and HBAR. There's also Casper that I really want to have my hand in. I want a little bit of Filecoin. So that's already 13 coins right off the bat. I really want a little bit of Tezos because I think there's some use to it. You know, there's a lot of things I want. I would love to have a little bit of AVE in my back pocket. I would love to have just a little bit of Chainlink, a little bit of Polkadot, just because T-Fuel to go along with Theta because it has principle. Everything I have on my list is here for a reason. I want Solo. It's all here for a reason. Matic, I'm definitely going to have. I'm definitely going to have some Shiba. Doge, I'm definitely going to have a little bit of. You know, I'm going to have a huge portfolio of stuff. I want some Quant as well. Stratus is hit or miss for me because I'd rather have Quant. But Stratus is so cheap right now. So what we need to focus on is our long holding abilities. The hell with the leverage trading on this channel. It's clouding it, and I am not even sorry to anybody who gets mad about it. We must keep it simple here. So we're going to focus. Let's get our focus back like we did on the video earlier. It's the best video I put out in 4 days, in my opinion, or probably a week. So if we've got this right here, so here's the pattern. What we're focusing on today, let's keep our head straight, understand what we're looking at. XRP is kind of in a broadening wedge on the way up. It is in a ascending triangle if you pull this all the way up, bring this in, and pull this out. But what's going on is we got supported right here at about 32 cents. That's the problem. If we don't break 32, I mean, it's not a problem, but we technically could have a trade up to about 33.7. Now, depending on your exchange you're on, you could certainly buy in, you know, on just say straight trade. We're not talking leverage. Just buy in, because I don't even condone leverage trading unless it's play money. I've told everybody, you do not take your money from your long hold bags and be stupid and leverage trade. If you want to pass time by doing it, that's one thing. But other than that, no, not at all. And if you're doing it any way other than that, you need to stop leverage trading now. Even if you're part of my stuff, disconnect and go back to what you were doing. So the uptrend now we're trying to hit. We've already proved it over here. We really could use, I mean, we really don't need to do much. We already crossed the 20, crossing the 50. We just got to get top side of the 200 day. And obviously that's what's holding us up right now. But I really believe unless we break this uptrend that has been supported on, we still have to come up higher. We may even have to come up higher than 33.8. We might come all the way up to this wick at 34 cents, but it makes sense to come up to like 33.6. But also, you know, obviously this trend is up here. Now, you could say that was a tall wick, and I actually would appreciate if you would do it like this when you're doing a chart, because then you're not waiting for that top. We still got the top end potential up here, but we're not waiting for it. So your ideal sell position, if you were in a position from down and you're holding for a long, would be 33,340 unless it showed that it could hold it. So that's your ideal pattern for XRP. We must keep it simple here, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I base this channel around. And damn it, I'll be damned if I ruin my principles. I almost did too, because everybody who's trying to push me in a direction for their own personal benefit, not no more. This is XRP Future Millionaire. This is Tom's Army. What we've come here and to expect and love and enjoy is to know when we buy the bare bottom prices, nothing else. And we're going back to that. That's why the first video was so powerful this morning. And it's going to continue to be. I know what I don't want to do on here. Damn it, I love trying to predict the bottom. So, XDC. Oh yes, I love XDC, and we'll be talking a lot about XDC now. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. But I love my audience. But I must make sure my audience stays true, like me. And in order for us to stay true, I've got to keep the same principles I started with. And I needed a kick in the nuts. I kicked myself in the nuts, to be honest with you. I watched the video last night. I'm like, this is a good video, but what the fuck does it have to do with what I'm doing? This is great. But people aren't watching me for that shit. I'm not even watching it. I'm like, I want to know when the fuck to buy in. I said that to myself. I'm like, are you going to tell me when to buy in? And right when I said that to myself, I said, something's got to change last night. We're going back to basics, baby. So, XDC, this is what we're looking at right now. Actually, I guess we could go like this. Because we could come up like this and just say, hey, we came from here, came down. Yeah, I like that a hell of a lot better, I think. Something like that. Then we could say we're doing something like that. So we're kind of in a rising channel or a bear flag. If we can't get past about here at 0336, we're in a lot of fucking trouble, ladies and gentlemen. And when I say a lot of trouble, I mean a lot of trouble. So we really need to get past here in this. So this could play out something like this and just keep rising until we hit our first rejection area. We have an opportunity if we were to break out of here and bust and hold this. That's when you could have a serious move with XDC. And that's when this would come back into play. You got this downtrending resistance. It's actually supposed to be higher. How did I pull it down so far? What happened? I was going to say that doesn't look right. That's better. So we have this. So if somehow we broke up out of this, you do have a top end target of about 3.6. And this would be your ultimate pull down. And then you could see how the patterns and what could essentially be said as a falling channel. But it broke out. See how it had a fake out down? We actually broke back down. Or if you take it from farther down and say, well, Tom, you're full of shit because the actual lowest support was here, I'd say you're right. And now we're working on a descending triangle or descending fractal, one could call this. You could actually say this might be a descending fractal or descending triangle. But you see how this is forming? We're forming a bear flag here. Higher lows, lower lows, lower highs. No matter what we do, we keep getting rejected at that resistance. So, honestly, you might be able to come up here to about 0352. So just pay attention to that. I hope that extended breakdown helps. I wanted to really come on and do XRP and XDC this morning. I really wanted to do it like that. But as you can see with XLM even, we're showing signs of some kind of pump here. We came back into this descending triangle, it looks like. And we have a W forming right here. And I would not be surprised, just like we did with XDC, I would not be surprised thought we almost had an accident. The guy just decided to run that fucking red light like an asshole. I know you guys heard that. So yeah, see what we're forming here, which means we're still going to need to have a rejection level of like 13.5. See, this is what was missing. This is what was missing. 13.5. Now I like this again. Now I like what I'm doing. I wasn't having any fun doing the updates before for the last couple of days. Not that I didn't enjoy teaching that, but I like doing this. So our pattern prediction right now looks like this. If we break up on past and hold this resistance, you have a possible buy-in. If you're just trying to make a few dollars and you don't have high fees. Let's just say you're not on Uphold and you don't have high fees and you're on KuCoin or BitGet or wherever. Like I suggest BitGet. Click on my link below. I'm partnered. And then you can join me on my copy trading adventure. Just click on XRP Future Millionaire. And then that's how you can get involved with this. And then you'll learn all you need to learn there. So 13.6. If XLM were to make it up and break this uptrending resistance, we kind of created a little bear flag scenario here, but we did break out, but came back down, and now we have like an inside out wedge. We're showing a W reversal. If we can hold 115 as support, technically the target would be to run back up here to downtrending resistance at about Zero, it's fuck, man. That's up at about 13.6. That's about 17%. Uphold or not, that would be a good trade. So that's why I said we're being very optimistic here, because I think we're going to run back up rather substantially. I really do. I think we're going to have a pretty big run up before a dump. I don't know why. It's just we're at an area where I can't confirm or deny that, because we must break out of this area first. Like, we haven't broke out of these key areas yet. So as long as we don't break out of the key areas, there is a chance that this is a descending triangle. We're playing a bear flag out, but XRP needs to confirm the breakdown one more time to keep finishing out this pattern. But so if I delete this part of the pattern to keep it simple, so this is what we're in. So basically now when you look at it in the short term for XRP, we have to break down the walls here, because we formed a much smaller version of what we're already in, is what ended up happening. We formed a little bear flag. Now, if we can break out of this little bear flag and hold it, well, that's when you can have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. Because just like with XLM, it's not all dead yet. Let me line this up properly. I had to wait for it to pull it closer like that. So that's how it should look. And then you look here. So if you get broken down here, you would come back here a third time. Not much of a move, but that's still quite a move. But what we're looking at is we're going to come up, hold this, start a bullish cross, and that's a 10% move just from here on XRP. If we would come up here to the 200-day, that's a 21% move, and I'll show you how you would get to that move. Because right now we're in two very short-term moves. Now, if you just come back here and you try to find the target of this downtrend, we got to come from right here, slope it down, because we actually fell down to there. Unless we go out even farther, but we're not there yet. That would make our pattern completely different. So our next target, if we break through, now this is how you go through the areas. Now if you were to break through that area, then you can go to the next one. So right now what we're looking at is if we can break past here, we've got to move up to about 35 cents for XRP. If we hold 35 cents, we would have a targeted move up to almost 40 cents. These are just predictions, you know, these are just estimates. So if we did end up holding this level, oh shit, the first move's about 11.5%. The second move's about 26.99 total. And this is a straight trade. And I'm saying that because we actually held a pattern that I said if we hold, we have a chance at a pretty big gain before a further drop down. And this would come, it would actually be a beautiful time to do this, because we have to fill some gaps here. So it bounced this, formed the W. Now it could do something like that and squeeze its way back up as a bear flag. It really could. You can have things like this and then the bear flag just does this. Because our problem here is we formed the W reversal right here as well. So we're probably going to do something like that. Cautiously optimistic. I'm paying attention. So, and only a piece of advice, you know, if you're going to do a trade here, you know, just a straight trade, you're obviously playing the W reversal. So you can't, if you buy right here, the proper way to use this trade is you can't sell out until it breaks the integrity of the W. So you're up here. The integrity of the W is going to hold you in a position by the balls until about 31.3, which doesn't seem bad. Some people have 5% stop losses. So that's 4.18%, but it's got you, because you got to at least see if the 20, you want to buy as close to the 20-day support. You've also got a little support creeping up here as well. So it could meet somewhere down here to throw off. So you got to pay attention. And then DGB, and I'm going to let you guys go. This has been an extended, but a magnificent up, absolutely spectacular. So I'm going to redraw DGB. Actually, no, I'm not, because I have the bear flag in here. I'm going to draw the short-term pattern in again, but we've already got a beautiful pattern for DGB. But I'm going to keep it simple. No more of this bullshit. So Okay, we're going to go the immediate short-term pattern, which is right here. Which still shows we've got some top-end room here, ladies and gentlemen. Even if we go from the top end, I mean the short-term move, that's still got top-end potential. Now, it's when you start breaking it out, how you can get a real layer in to what could be happening here. Because this is where you could say we're coming top down. And this is where I was showing on the other ones where you could technically get rejected here. But this is the first layer breakout. So the first layer breakout is right here. So layer 1 breakout, you get confirmation, then you buy it from layer 1 to 2. That's the appropriate buy here. Layer 1 to 2 gets you 19-20%. But if you fail layer 1 and it comes back down to the floor, you lose 21%. So if you get supported here for DGB, holy shit. You could have a layer 1 breakout to layer 2, as I'll call it. This is what I'm going to start doing right now. We're going to do our layers. So this is called the layer 1 breakout, which means we're at the base. We're on the bear flag. We formed a W reversal. And now from the downtrending resistance, we're finally going to try to use it as support. Then we have to go farther out to see where the next move would be based on the downtrending resistance at a farther out time frame. You know, a longer part out in the pattern. So that's what we got. And then if we break layer 2, we'll go into a layer 3 breakout, but I'm not going to project that because that's already a 21% move and I find it hard to believe. But the resistance, I keep 1118 up there because that's a critical spot and we very well could make a huge break back up there. XRP Future Millionaire, let me know in the comments what you think of this update. And do you want me to continue with the layer 1, layer 2, layer 3 updates?